And you are back on the Tortoise and Hare experience. Boy, do we have a show for you. We just heard the song The Emperor. And we're going to have Raphael coming in a little bit to talk more about that song. Isn't that great? I'm Turtle, and we have somebody that's named after a turtle.
I know, isn't that great?
So really cool. Major show, huge guest that we have on. Coming in. We're going to reveal him in just a moment. But before we do, as in every experience, we always like to start it off with an experience. So, Max, who gets to go first for this experience?
I'll take the lead on this one.
Okay, go for it.
You all right with that?
Always.
Wow, that's amazing. You're never all right with that. We just had 4th of July.
Yeah.
And
happy birthday, Marka.
Yeah, Marka. Fuck yeah. So I had a big party up at my house, and I was a little disappointed you didn't show up.
Yeah, well, I tried to explain why I couldn't show up. As everyone knows, I'm like looking for a job right now, so I'm taking these odd jobs. And currently, right now, for like 3 weeks, I'm just a part-time janitor at the local bar. And so for that, in order to happen, I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and then go, clean it before it opens, because it opens up at 8 in the morning.
That's tragic.
Tragic. Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do for some cash.
All right, yeah.
So, and then too, I'm washing dishes at a cafe, so that I didn't get out till later. So my day was just kind of, compressed. And it was just like, okay, do I drive like an hour to go to Max's party, only to be there for like maybe an hour and then drive back home, go to sleep? Because I sure as hell was not gonna, maybe I'm getting too old for my age, but it's just like, I'm not gonna.
You were born old. I think.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Because it's just like, I'm not gonna go party and then go try to clean a bar, right after and drive home.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna do coke or anything like that to try to.
Well,
keep
there
me
wouldn't
up.
be any coke at the party.
It's not what I heard. It's
not in my parties, honey.
Right. So yeah. So I wasn't about to go do all that for my own like health.
Yeah. All right, I'll forgive you this one time.
I know.
This one time, that's it.
I'm telling you, once I find a job, like something steady, then I think I can be able to do those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because working weekends too just sucks. I think I'm missing out on so many fun things. Like my weekends are now like Tuesday, Wednesday, and every now and then they give me 3 days off. So it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday right now are my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
And then my Mondays are Fridays. So it's like, it's stupid. It's a stupid
rough.
schedule.
It's a rough, fluffy. It's terrible.
Yeah. So anyway, you're well, I mean, but once my schedule becomes, I guess, more normal, then I can do kind of more normal things.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, in any case, you were missed. Just want you to know you were missed. People were talking about you.
That's even better.
Yes.
I'd rather not be there than people
good.
talk.
It's good. It was good that you weren't there. But I had a very interesting guest. In the middle of the night, I was not expecting it, but Ron Jeremy, the legend, the hedgehog, showed up at my party, bearing gifts, mind you.
Okay.
Wonderful gifts. And he brought me Ron Jeremy rum.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Huge fan of alcohol.
Are you?
Yeah. Tremendous. I tried to stop, but I just couldn't.
I hate to know what the ingredients are.
Sperm.
Well, know.
It's very protein based.
Yeah, it's white, obviously.
It's a pina colada.
It's frightening. It's
if
frightening.
You like pina colada and Ron Jeremy in the rain. I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
it was an interesting crowd up there. But when he came in, it was, he comes up to me, and I've met Ron probably 100 times, at least. He would chase me around the mansion, and pardon
me. By met you mean banged?
No. Wipe your mind clean.
Never.
Ugh.
He's not your type?
Yeah,
no.
That'd be the Tortoise and the Hare.
Yeah, that's a little above my my game. Okay. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not into that.
Okay. Well, you never know what kind of guy you date,
Really?
I've only seen one guy.
You should see what she did to me.
What'd she do?
She lied to me at her party.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what kind of guy she dates, because apparently it's a girl.
Yeah, I totally believe that. I totally believe
She lied to
Max
me.
is
She
bi.
said,
No.
because I was there and she said, oh, because I think Max is gorgeous,
Yeah.
like every other guy that's heterosexual. And I said, hey, what's going on? Do you have a boyfriend? She goes, yeah, I'm dating Lucy. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's great.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's one's taken.
Were you just like, damn it? Like, I hate when hot girls are dating other hot girls because it's just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's taking both of them out of the
Yeah.
equation.
Yeah, if like
so
both of
sorry.
them were ugly, then I'd be like, fine.
Then I'm stuck tongue kissing the soup Nazi.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
No, I'm not dating Lucy. She would be a good choice, but I am not gay. But I
Well, every
proudly
girl's
support.
Cute. She is cute.
She is very cute, very
wouldn't be a
talented.
bad choice.
Very talented.
She's a nice person.
She is. But yeah, I'm not dating her.
Okay.
So TMZ. So sorry about that.
Okay. So is that your revelation, your experience that your people are kind of thinking that you're a lesbian?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Only John is thinking that I'm a
Okay.
lesbian
No,
because
I didn't
I was
think
just
it.
telling him that to throw him off track.
I
Okay.
didn't think it. I was shocked.
You would not. You wouldn't date John. You wouldn't date John. Is that it? You were just trying to like be nice. Is that?
No,
is that what
it was funny. We were
Okay.
being funny, and he thought we were serious.
I
It was
really
good.
did. I
We
really did. I left. I was like, all right, well, there goes my girl I wanted
Aw.
to be with.
I could have sworn that you went home with my friend Denise.
Well, yeah, after you told me. After you told me that you were taken, what do you want me to do? I'm a man. I'm a man, damn it.
Called out, right live on the air. Yeah. So
Hey, well, she said she was taken. What
Right.
the hell am I going to do then?
Fucking wait.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, now what?
Gotta move on. Plan D.
I mean, and it seemed like that would, they'd last for a while.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, now what?
yeah, we broke up already.
Wow. I thought you were very monogamous, Max.
I am a very monogamous person.
Okay.
I am. It's true.
So your experience.
So my experience was getting back to Ron Jeremy and this rum. So he has these different versions of this rum. He's got like a low grade, and then he has like the high
Protein.
high protein,
grade.
rum challenge. And he gives me this bottle, and it's signed, and it's it's a beautiful bottle, and it's doing very, very well.
Okay, good.
And very happy for him. He said, "Well, aren't you going to have a drink with me?" And I said, "I'm not ever going to put my lips on that bottle, but thank you so much."
But it's a bottle. Come on.
No,
Max.
I know,
He's
but
not
God
doing
knows
anything
where it's
dirty
been.
with it. Or anything
I
like
have no
that.
idea, because right after that he was like, "Do you want me to sign your breast?" And I said, "Do you want me to sign your penis?" And he said, "Yes, I do."
Of course.
And I said, "It's never going to happen. I'm sorry. You just
But
keep that locked up in a room."
To
and
be fair, you get a
away
lot of
from me.
requests for people to sign your breasts. To be fair,
It
that's
is
a
true.
normal thing.
It is
so
true.
you
Yeah,
shouldn't be-
it's really uncomfortable when it's like the grocer, comes up in the middle. And can I sign your breast? And
No, I used to
you
get
do
it all
meat.
the time. I mean,
I'm sure.
all these dudes wanted me to sign their breasts. It's so just weird.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but it's part of it's part of the
Nice.
gig, man. It's part of the legend that you become.
Right.
So if anything, you got to do that type of stuff.
And as we're sitting here talking, we should probably, because we're hearing all this chiming in from the couch, and we should introduce our fantastic guest. You know him, you love him. Well, maybe you don't love him.
Yeah.
Do you love him, Turtle? Do you love him? You want him?
You
having gay fantasy right now?
No, you know what?
I'm sure you are.
I'm very indifferent about our guest. I like him because I'm a huge, Howard Stern fan. So obviously it's just like meeting part of the show.
Yeah.
But I have tons of questions for him, obviously. Because obviously you left the show, and
So
then,
you're apprehensive of all the lies that have been told since I left?
tons of I believe them all. And
So that's the problem. Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like you left that show to go on to bigger, better things, to the Jay Leno show, and for me, I think that was really amazing for you, and just to even be a writer.
Well, not only for me, if I can interject, also for the millions of children and adults that stutter and the parents.
Yeah.
of children that stutter, to see a kid who stuttered all his life to become the announcer on the biggest late night show ever. I think it gives all those kids hope. And it says a lot. And I talk to these people. I was at the National Stuttering Convention talking to them. So it inspires them. It motivates them to see that somebody else who was one of them was able to overcome it and become the announcer, on a show. So
you're double successful.
It's just, I think it's not only about me. It's about all those stutterers who go, wow, there's somebody that got past it, and just like James L. Jones has, and Carly Simon, and even Charlie Sheen. I was hanging with Charlie, and Charlie and I would talk about how we stuttered. And it was so funny because I stuttered on the word M all the time, and when I was in junior high, their idea of speech therapy was to have us call information, and I stuttered on M's, and I had to ask for Melendez on Margaret Road in Massapequa.
Oh God,
that sounds great.
It was like the stuttering, like Inquisition. You're sweating, and then Charlie said that he stuttered on R's, and his brother was Ramon, his sister was another girl with an R, and he had the same problem. So
right.
That's true. My brother's a stutterer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I only stutter when I see hot chicks. That's when I'm like,
I only stutter when I ask celebrities about their bowel movements.
Right.
Well, everyone has bowel movements, you know what I mean? And some people don't want to, articulate those movements.
So for you out there who don't know, this is Stuttering John Melendez, famously known for Howard Stern and The Tonight Show, and also a really fine musician. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today.
Oh, okay,
and
thank you.
Turtle can talk to you about the Howard nonsense.
Well, actually,
because I'm not a huge Howard fan.
Well,
it's he knows it.
It's
not a big.
Yeah.
It's not a big thing.
She claims not to be a Howard Stern fan, yet I see photos of her partying with him a month ago.
It was not by choice.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's not by choice, whatever.
He
she's
shows
not a
up
fan.
sometimes. He shows up.
So
I didn't invite him.
Right. Well, let me tell you about my experience real quick.
All right. Share your experience. That is the show.
Right. It is. Duh. So my experience lately is, since I am making money or trying to make money doing these odd jobs, one of the things that I've been doing lately is I've been taking out dead rats. So there's been a bunch of dead rats that they've been catching, and
you're dating dead rats?
No,
or?
I'm taking. No, I wish. Shit, maybe I'd have a chance finally with somebody. No, but so right now I'm. It's weird. It's weird when you look at death, face to face, and there's these traps, and they obviously get the necks of these rats, and these rats are dying, and then death is funny because you don't just die and just fall on the floor, with these rats, some of them get trapped between pipes, and they're not just necessarily mangled, but their bodies are in a weird position. And
how the hell we go from stuttering to dead rats?
Well, this has been my experience. This has been my crazy experience.
What kind of show is this?
It's an experience. Welcome to the experience.
Wine, please.
Yes, please, and then shots afterwards. So, so it's, like I said, it's just been real weird and kind of morbid looking at, death in its eyes and taking out death, and the smell. Wow.
Isn't there a better way of removing them rather than killing them?
No.
Because I'm a fan of rats.
Perfect. Well, here's the thing. These rats, they're usually doing stuff at night. We don't know where. We're still trying to pinpoint where they're coming in through. We're trying to stop it, obviously. Mm-hmm. But, they get into the snacks. They get into, they party. They party at the bar.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you're alone in the bar, aren't you going to get into some snacks?
Definitely. But they're not paying. They wouldn't mind if they were paying. But they're not paying. So they're doing all this.
Bar was closed.
Yeah. So, it's been interesting. And then just whenever, you take something out, you don't want no one to see that. So I've been finding creative ways to, hide the body and then just, take it out with no one noticing and stuff like that. I know.
Man.
It's been a real crazy experience.
That's ugh.
It's ingrained in my head right now. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it out,
You do know that I write for a PETA magazine, right?
Okay.
So the fact that you are killing animals.
Okay.
because it has a little soul.
I'm sure it does.
It has a life.
Ratatouille.
There's probably a little family behind it, and they're all like, "Yeah, go get the food, man." I don't know why it has a Mexican accent, but
Well, it's California.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
You're not right for Peter Pan magazine.
He
have
does.
a lot of Disney animated rats that we don't want to really talk about them dying.
No.
I mean, Mickey's essentially a rat.
He is a rat. He's the most famous rat.
He's a mouse, essentially. Yeah.
He's a big rat.
It's funny. Like rat is such a horrible term, but then you spin it into a mouse and it's like lovable.
Well, Paul Lynde played one of the most famous rats. Who was it? Charlotte's Web.
Oh, true.
Paul Lynde played the rat in Charlotte's Web.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen that movie like a billion times, but all I can remember is like the pig and Charlotte.
Yeah. But the rat was like eventually helps at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It redeems himself, as everyone does. So that's been my experience. What experience have you been going through?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not good. Well, I think Max knows about it. My dad's been in and out of the hospital going through chemo, so. I've heard, actually through my therapist, that there's strength in prayer and there's strength in, it's like quantum physics almost, that people heal with more and more people pray for somebody or think
That's
about
true.
somebody. So
when two or more come together.
Yeah, so on
agreement.
Facebook, I've been asking people to say a prayer because he's really bad. My brother said, come home now. We don't know if he's going to make it. So my sister came in to New York. And then that was yesterday. I was going to fly in yesterday. And then my mom said, wait one night for the hospital. He was shortness of breath and he was needing blood and his feet were all swollen. And then today she said he was like a lot better. And who knows? Maybe it was all the thousands of people who were praying and saying, thinking good thoughts.
It definitely works. It definitely works.
Yeah.
And chemo, because I've been through chemo myself, and it's
why,
very rough.
Yeah.
And the first few days of that, even the first month of that, you're going through different stages, and your body's changing and holding water in different places, and your body has to adjust and calm down. So
that's interesting to say that because he has water in his lungs right now.
That's
the reason.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah, but that's been my so now from dead rats to a to a sick father. This is going great.
Right. Well, everybody has to deal with different things in their lives. You know what I mean?
Experience.
Yeah, like we all can't be going through the same experience.
No, I know.
At the same time.
But that's been mine. But I don't like to bring anything. But the positive thing is he's getting better right now.
Yeah. So keep praying, everybody out there. Please
No. I mean,
praying.
it was so nice. I don't know if you saw Facebook.
Of course.
So many people were doing that, and it always it always touches my heart when people do things like that. So that was
definitely.
nice. Just like we did when you were posting stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's important. When you're going through something and you see that other people are out there and they care about you. It lifts your spirits. Definitely, it does. Turtle doesn't care though.
Yeah, whatever. I was thinking about fathers actually, just because Father's Day was like a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking what a father brings to the table. And more and more, I believe how essential. I mean, don't get me wrong. The mother is extremely important because it's all the caring and the nurturing. But I do believe that, fathers, it's up to them. And granted, I have no kids. I'm trying to, trust me. Ladies.
You probably have to have a date first.
Yeah, that's, problem one.
Or not.
Yeah. I'll take that too. Shit. But, I feel that
get one of those rats.
Well, maybe. But I do believe that, a father, that's a person that instills the confidence into their kids. For example, your son, he's an entrepreneur already. At 9, right?
Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you know? Did you see that? Is that amazing?
We do our work.
Yeah, it's a freaking 9-year-old. I mean, he's a great skateboarder. He's jumping 9 stairs already. Like some of the pros I've introduced to that have said that they couldn't do what he's doing at 9. Now he's building his own. He bought a mold after he got good grades. We gave him, I bought him a skateboard and the Max bought him, this mold. He's making his own, fingerboards. And fingerboards are very popular. The little skateboards that kids can play with but they do tricks with it. Right. And he's building them, dyeing them, painting them, and he's mailing them out. He sold over 50 already at $15
That's
a pop.
wonderful.
He just put $750 in the bank, and he's saving for college.
What were you doing at 9?
I had a paper out. I was always working.
Okay.
So, but I mean, this is even better because he built his own website. I mean,
Yeah.
he's freaking 9 years old.
My son Jesse had a skate company when he was 13. Yes, Danny? 13 when Jesse had silent skateboards. So we bought him, all the decks, and he designed, and him and his friend Vaughn, and became this really big company. And it was in all of the skate shops, and they sponsored skaters, and it was crazy. And I never got a friggin' dollar back from him. That kid.
You'll eventually get something back from him.
No, I won't.
Later on.
Never.
I'm sure.
Who was he? Who did you
My son.
Oh, your son. Okay.
Yeah. So we both have sons in skating.
Oh, nice. Now, how old is he now?
Now he's 23, and he's the drum manager at Guitar Center in Orlando. So
nice.
if you're in the market for a drum, go down and see him.
There you go.
Mention the Tortoise and Hare experience and receive absolutely
nothing. Nothing.
Your daughter too. She's really smart.
Where'd
you get that?
My daughter.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
both your
that's-
daughters.
Well, actually, my oldest daughter's transgender, so now she's my son.
That's fantastic.
Which has been I've been incredibly supportive of it, but it's something for me to get used to the transgender community because I'd made some jokes on Facebook about Caitlyn Jenner, who was my friend, and she pointed out that was insensitive, and I apologize, but I don't it's hard because I'm as liberal as they come. I've been same-sex marriage equality, but I just never knew too much about transgender. Now I do. I make a joke which I told Gret when she told me she was transgender. I'm like, so you're an airline now? I I didn't know what it was, but now I do. But it's you got to get used to it. I support him wholeheartedly, but yeah. But he's a big advocate.
Is he pre-op or already?
No, he's
finished?
not doing anything like that. But he is on testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
I taught him how to shave and everything. Which is cool. And then my middle child is a girl. That's Lily Bell. She just won 3 awards at her graduation for highest grade in English and overall achievement. I mean, the kid's like straight A's. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm happy. I mean, I put some money away for college, but do you know that colleges now are like insane?
Yes,
So
they are.
And no matter how much I put away, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's never going to be enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just sending my two to prep school, is $30,000.
Yeah.
A quarter.
Yeah.
For
it's
each.
unbelievable.
And that was just, preschool. Not preschool, but, prep schools before college.
Right now, our guest, John Melendez, is outside smoking a cigarette. We're timing him.
Yes, we are timing him.
Because he said that he could smoke a cigarette in like 2 minutes. And I thought the whole idea of a cigarette is to enjoy the taste, is to, just kind of mull over your thoughts.
Is that what they're for? I thought that they were just, idiot sticks.
No. Come on, Max. I mean, I'm not necessarily a habitual smoker per se, but I do find myself buying a pack from time to time.
No, that's bad, Turtle.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
bad.
not a chain smoker. I'm like smoking like once a day or every other day. So a pack will last me maybe a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying everything in moderation is good, but
you know what?
I don't think that's gonna kill anybody.
Well, my thoughts on this are my mother passed away from emphysema, and she was on a breathing machine 5 times a day. So if you've never seen the effects of just smoking a little bit, go to a hospital and check out somebody who actually has to like put a tube down her throat, and it's awful.
I'm sure, but that's not gonna happen to me.
Of course not. Nothing ever happens to
special.
you.
Duh.
Right.
Like, come on.
Please. And so how much time do we have?
It's already been like a minute 45 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not saying I'm against smoking. I get it. This is what I am against, though. If you are a smoker, is I'm against you throwing your butt.
Yes,
Like, find a trash
absolutely.
can.
Yeah, those
You
things
know,
they kill.
Not only that, but like the cafe that I work at, I'm finding butts here and there, and I'm just like, dude, like, how long does it take for you to just get your cigarette and throw it away, or like put it somewhere else? Don't just throw it on the floor.
Yeah, come
man.
on, people.
Don't litter.
We all have to live here.
Yeah,
We don't want that.
I'm trying to think of something that'd be equivalent to that. Of like, where you just eat like half a sandwich and then you just throw it on the floor. You're like, or just a little end and you just throw it. It's like, I don't know. That's not cool. I don't get why smokers think that it's a right to just do that.
And they don't break down. So a cigarette butt will last, longer than you will.
Right, definitely.
It's really disgusting.
Which is why I always throw mine away. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to change that culture of that.
Well, he's already over the 2-minute.
Yeah, he said it would take him 2 minutes. It's already 3 minutes.
Right. So, stuttering John Melendez is a big fat liar. just want y'all to know.
Yeah, no worries.
Right. He needed a cigarette so badly.
Yeah, I wonder how many. Well, we'll ask him how much he smokes a day, and then I'm curious. Now, what I couldn't get into with him earlier was the fact that I'm very curious about how he sees late night, how it's evolved now.
Right, yeah. There's a big transition from where he was at when he was on The Tonight Show and to where it is now. And the fact that they moved The Tonight Show back to New York, I wonder how he feels about that, because he was here with Jay Leno in Burbank.
Right. Yeah. We'll get to that. As you can tell, we have lots of questions for him. But,
it'd be awesome if, he would stop smoking and get back in the studio. And as a reminder, we are here at NoHo 2 Studios in the lovely North Hollywood on Burbank Boulevard. There's some construction going on. Don't be afraid of the wall.
Right.
Studio's still bookable, and contact Mark.
Okay, so we timed you.
How many minutes?
It was like 4.5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, so you totally lied to us.
Oh, they said, don't worry, they were going to talk for a little while.
Never listen to the people in the
I
green
swear to
room.
God, they told me that.
Never listen to them.
Anyway, this is my daughter's college. My son's college.
Pitzer?
Yeah, he's going to Pitzer. See what I mean?
Very
you have to
nice.
get used to saying male pronouns. And,
Right.
But it's not like I don't want to. I just look.
Sure, no, it just takes a little.
I sent you
getting
a
used to it.
song. One of the songs I sent you was called "Pretty Girl." That's the song that I wrote when she was born, and so for 18 years I've always called her, my little girl, and you know what I mean.
Right. So when you perform that, are you going to have to change that now?
It'll be pretty boy, I guess.
Well, you could change it. One day it's boy, another day it's girl.
Yeah, but look, when he told me all this, I was so supportive that he said, Dad, I this couldn't have gone better. I can't believe how how cool you are, which I am, because I always say people should just be who they are, and that's it.
Absolutely.
And nobody should judge. Let people be happy. What's so bad about people being happy? You know what I mean? What's
world peace?
That's what I mean.
World peace is bad.
No, I know. Well, I think Max has seen a lot of my paintings. You see, it's all about peace and harmony. That's, I'm a bleeding heart liberal, so
right.
you know.
Speaking of peace, I just saw this really cool piece that you have, and it's a peace sign, and it's with what was it, little stuff from every war?
Yeah, I collected shrapnel on eBay from every war, from the Civil War to Desert Storm. And I bought all the shrapnel, and I just painted the canvas light blue and just made a peace sign out of it. It's part of 3 pieces I call Art in Pieces, PEACES. Right. And then I think Max was over once since she saw it. But
yeah, it was very good.
It's like it's always been years before my son came out. I had one called Prop Hate, which I got all the people against Prop 8,
right.
So
I'm just curious, how do you know how authentic something from the Civil War is of a piece, of shrapnel?
Right.
It comes with
it's
a
from
letter of
Glendale.
authenticity, but yeah, they could, they could. But look, if you look at the bullets, they're the round bullets. Hey, you know what? Either way, it makes a statement.
Right.
If it's
Definitely. Now, me and Max were talking. There was something that I wanted to talk to you about, and that was about late night. You were a part of it. Obviously, it's an institution in our culture. but it's now changed, from where you were at, and I'm just curious to get your thoughts on, where you see it now as to where it was back when you were on.
There's a lot more shows. I mean, you got Fallon, you got Colbert, Myers, Corden, Kimmel. You got like so many more shows
Kermit.
that it just keeps on splitting the audience. I mean, I think Fallon's killing it. I'm not a person to ask because I don't stay up that late because I watch the kids all the time. But so I don't really watch them. I know Fallon's killing it. I mean, Jimmy's a good guy. I mean, I've hung out with Jimmy before he was anything. Like when the Stern Show went to Albany, when Hal was running for governor, I was like I met him. So I mean, he's a good guy. So but I mean, like all of them, I've done Conan like 7 times. So I think they're all talented people, and but look, I mean, in the old days it was Carson, that was it, and then then it was Leno and Letterman for so long, and now it's freaking. I think there are more people doing late night than they are in the GOP freaking nomination thing right now.
It's true. How did you feel about them moving the show back to New York?
Well, it's unfortunate for Burbank, and which is close by where we're broadcasting from. It's because a lot of the businesses are suffering. But I mean, the Tonight Show originated in New York, so I guess it makes sense to be back there. But it sucks out here for all those businesses that I know that a couple have gone out of business. Since,
Yeah.
But anyway, so didn't you have some? Because when Max asked you said, "Well, I like John, but there are some things."
So what is it, Turtle? What don't you like?
Oh no! I just wanted to know, about those things about the late night stuff. I know it sounded very cryptic, but
I'll be honest. That's when you say that means you hadn't been honest before. But no, it's a bad thing to say. But the truth is, which is another bad thing to say.
Right.
But I was there. Like I moved my whole family cross country when I got the Tonight Show gig. 2 months in, Jay calls a conference with all of us in the conference room, and says that he's going to retire. Conan's taking over in 5 years. Of course, me thinking of myself, I went, Jay, I haven't even unpacked yet.
Yeah. But he did say 5 years. To be fair.
Yeah, but that still seems like tomorrow.
What we learned was it wasn't Jay's wanting to retire. It was Conan went to NBC and said, look, if you don't get rid of Jay, then I'm going to go to another network. It had nothing to do with Jay. It was Conan pushing Jay out, which is kind of ironic. Well, you want to say, I guess ironic would be the word. Coincidentally and ironically, I screw up. So that's why I got a freaking C in grammar. But but I will say that it wasn't Jay, and Jay became the bad guy. The Team Coco, Jay became the bad guy, and he wasn't the bad guy. He wasn't. He really wasn't. And Jay actually, then when they offered him the Jay Leno show at 10 o'clock, he said no, it's going to fail. But they wanted to keep him on the network. Then Conan didn't do well at 11:30. They said to Conan, well, how about we give you the Tonight Show? You'll still have it, but let Jay do a half an hour before you, or like an hour before you. No, half an hour before you.
Like a pre-show or something.
Yeah, and then you take over at 12:05. And Conan, he let his ego get in his way, and he said, no, I'm not going to do that. And he left. Now they had nobody. They asked Jay, do you want your job back? And he goes, sure. And then Jay got lambasted for it. But Jay's, I work for a lot of people. Jay is the sweetest, nicest man on and off the air that I could ever imagine working for. I mean, the guy, not only being supportive and being helpful, just about your family, always asking about about my ex and the divorce and all these things, but also monetarily. I mean, every Christmas he would give us these large bonuses. 175 employees getting thousands of dollars bonuses out of his own pocket. Probably cost him $1 million. I mean, he was good in that respect as well. And he's always been that guy. Like I like me and Jay and Jack Cohen. He eventually became the head writer. We'd be in Vegas, and and Jay would be, hey, come on, let's go get a hot dog or something. I want a hot dog, So we went. That's my best Jay impression I could do. And then we would go, and then he would walk down the Vegas Strip and just take pictures with everybody, sign everybody's autograph, just the nicest man. And then and true blue collar kind of guy. We'd have hot dogs at Nathan's, and that's it. And no elaborate dinner, and it was cool. I mean, Jay's a good guy, so it made me feel bad when that whole Team Coco thing came around, because it wasn't Jay's doing. I mean, Jay it was his job. It wasn't him saying,
Right.
It was Conan saying get rid of Jay. It wasn't Jay saying get rid of Conan.
Yeah.
And that
That's
was like
sad.
a big kind of fallacy that that took place there. Unfortunate to Jay.
But I think it all worked out the best for everybody. We got Jimmy Fallon in, and then Conan went on to TBS.
Yeah. And Kimmel's killing it. His ratings are fantastic. I love that show.
Yeah, and he's doing well.
I'm very curious as to when Stephen Colbert, goes into the Letterman spot, what's going to happen. Because I really like Colbert. So I'm just really curious to see what happens after that. And part of me feels that Colbert is such a different niche of an audience than all those others. So I'm interested to see what that niche is.
I miss
that population
Ferguson, Craig Ferguson. I miss him.
Yeah,
I
a lot
thought
of
he
people like
was
Craig.
really, really clever.
Yeah. So Corden's taking his spot. Colbert's taking Letterman's spot, and Seth Meyers took Fallon's spot. Who am I leaving out? I think we got everybody.
I think we got all our bases covered.
Yeah.
No, there's
I
Josh
should
Wolf
take
has
over
a show
somebody.
somewhere, right on. I don't know, Comedy Central. I don't know. I can't follow this.
Have you been trying to do any announcing for anybody or anything?
Not that I haven't been asked,
Who's asked you?
but I did submit a lot of writing packets to a lot of the shows. And look, my favorite moment, writing wise, was I did a thing called drop-ins, which are like video jokes during a monologue. And one of my favorite things in the world is when Jay hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner with President Obama, who, I'm sorry, he's one of my favorites. And I say I'm sorry because I hate to get into politics, because when people get polarized. But so Jay did this thing, and he was playing some of our drop-ins, me and my colleagues' drop-ins, and they played one of mine, and they cut to the president, and he's laughing his ass off. So I have that clip of Obama
nice.
laughing at one of my jokes. So hey, I can retire.
Right.
That's all
I
you
made
need.
the freaking
president.
laugh.
That's it. That's all you need. So, as a musician, you actually started in music.
Yeah, I was in all district band. I was a trumpet player, and another anecdotal story is that when I used to play the trumpet, I was like a really good trumpet player, and all my friends would go, "John, it's gonna make your lips look weird." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And my teacher at the time, this guy Frank Fico, had like really weird lips, like curvy, like crazy looking ass lips. So I went to Frank and I said, "Look, all my friends are saying that if I keep playing the trumpet, it's going to make my lips look weird." He goes, "It's ridiculous. Look at mine." So I picked up guitar.
Well, I'm a French horn player. How are my lips?
Well, your lips are beautiful. You know that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But that's because French, everything French is beautiful. But
Oui.
but then I heard Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I always screwed that up. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And I got my first guitar at 13 for confirmation, and I just taught myself for a little while, and then I took lessons and did all the battle of bands in high school, and then eventually got a record deal from Atlantic, and that's some of the songs I sent you.
Yeah.
If I Had to Say is from my first album, and then Pretty Girl is from my second album, and then I Only Smoke When I Drink is from my last one that I did.
So, are you going to be doing anything new?
I don't know. Like I do stand-up comedy now for the most part, so it's just for me it's easy to tell jokes than to. I'm not. I mean, I do sometimes. I'll do some like comedy songs. Like I Only Smoke When I Drink got played on XM, on the comedy like station, and I love the Jewish people, but I hate their food.
Right.
I mean, that's another like comedic song that I do. But I mean, I mostly I mean, I'm a, it's so weird. I wish I could just say I do one thing, but I
Right.
like to do a lot of different things. I like to play music. I like to do stand-up comedy. I like to write. I like to do radio. I mean, it's just, it's just who I am.
It's very interesting that, and I've found this with a lot of stutterers, that they don't stutter when they sing.
It's impossible. Like Carly Simon and Mel Tillis, it's impossible. It's like doing the announce. Like if I'm going, it's a Tonight Show with Jay Leno featuring Kevin Eubanks and the Tonight Show Band. There's no way. It's too rhythmic and
Why don't you always speak like that?
Well,
then?
that's what I would tell some stutterers. I said a lot of the advice I would give people was to, a lot of like stutterers, I would say, sing a little bit, when you're talking, get it in rhythm. Now you're also an expert on replacement words. You're a walking thesaurus, I'll give you a funny anecdotal story. When I was on the Tonight Show and I was getting suntan lotion, water balloons like thrown on my back by Jared Washburn, the Angels pitcher at the time. And I'm going to go to Jay. Don't worry, Jay, he's no Mariano Rivera. It's my favorite pitcher, but why I chose the two hardest consonants for a stutterer to say is beyond me. So we go to live, and I go, don't worry, Jay, he's no Randy Johnson. Because I had to think of something quick, And then another one is like I would always put like a silent the or a silent vowel in front of words. Like when I was at Venice Beach, see how I can't say the V? The V's are hard. And I was panicking. How am I going to say Jay, I'm here at Venice Beach? I knew that would be really difficult for me. So then I just said, right when we got there, I go, Jay, I'm here at the Venice Beach. I put a silent the in front of them, so I can get into the Venice. And then later on, like a few years ago, I see the King's Speech. And apparently in 1920, this freaking doctor had the same exact things. Where the hell were my therapists when they were freaking... Where the hell were these people?
Not 1920. That's for sure.
That's definitely
But you know what? I'll tell you a story, and then I got to go to my I got to go to my therapist and deal with my divorce. But I will tell you this, and then I'll definitely come back if you want. I'll be in the area if you guys are going for a while. But this is my favorite all-time like stuttering story ever. When I was on the Stern Show, it was like my first couple of years in. I get a call from a teacher, and she says to me, "Hey, one of my students, this African American kid named Conroy Arnold, he's like 15, 16. He really has a problem, and he looks up to you. And do you mind, like speaking to him?" I go, "Sure, have him come to my office." So he comes to my office, and I'm telling you, Max, what's your name again?
Turtle.
Turtle? Is that your real name?
Yeah.
All right, Turtle. So I swear to God, this kid's in my office, and he can't say a word. He's like, and I have tears in my eyes. I don't know. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do tonight? He goes, I have a date with this girl, and I really like. I go, what are you going to do? I'm going to go to the movies. I go, all right, do yourself a favor. Take a notebook and a pad. And this way, when you're at the movies, if you want to communicate, you could write it on the like on the notebook. At least you could be able to talk in a way. And by being able to have that crutch, maybe it'll alleviate some of the pressure, and you'll be able to speak clearly. Never heard from the kid again. After I gave notice to Howard, we'll go to Atlantic City to celebrate. We're at the Borgata, and there we are having dinner. After dinner, the waitress comes up to me, and this is 10 years later. The waitress comes up to me, and she goes, John, our head chef, wants to say hi to you. I go, what's his name? Conroy Arnold.
No way.
Oh, wow.
This man comes out, great-looking guy. I mean, walks out, not one stutter. And I said, Conroy, what happened? He goes, John, I still carry around that pen, that notebook. And he says,
beautiful.
now I don't need it. I don't need it anymore, but now I just write my ideas on it. And then, and that's all true. And this is true, too. I said, so did you get laid that night? And he goes, yeah. I go, well, now I got to carry around a notebook and a pen.
Oh, man.
Did you ask him for a free meal? Like, hey, since you're the chef, look it
No,
up.
but it's totally true. And I posted on Facebook. And Max, if you saw, he responded. He's stutteringchef.com. Now he's in Jamaica cooking all these great elaborate dishes. But it feels like, listen, I'm so glad I helped him. But it feels good that that I played a part in, in helping him. And
Yeah,
so I
definitely.
use all the crap people call me, like the Stutterface and Skip and MC Stammer and all the shit that. Sorry if I can't curse, but all the crap that called me as a kid, but you finally use it, like to your advantage, and that's why I think it was really cool that I became the announcer because then you reach out to even more people. They could say, look, there's somebody that that you could be anything you want to be.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's
an
the
amazing story.
lesson, the eulogy of, starting John is you could be anybody that you want to be and do what you want to do,
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, definitely.
You can date a rat if you want to.
Well, yeah. As long as they put out, fuck yeah.
Oh, Turtle, you and the rat talk.
Dude, it's been a long time since I've been laid, so.
Well, yes, I'm sure all of our listeners are
I know,
very,
they
very
know.
aware of that.
The clock's ticking on my sperm count.
Right? Yeah. We're going to do like, a little charity,
Yeah.
get Turtle laid kind of thing.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, just like your name, it's just going to be slow.
Yeah.
And maybe if you get out of your shell.
Just a little bit.
One day.
Or if somebody enters it.
I'd much rather them enter it because it's less work that I got to do.
All right, well, listen, I got to take off to this doctor now.
Definitely.
Do you have my number, Max? Call me if I'm going to come back because I'll be right in town.
Okay.
All right.
At Stuttering John is his Twitter handle.
At Stuttering John M.
And we're going to have all the links to your Facebook and your Twitter. But
do you have an Instagram?
No, I don't do the Instagram.
You need to do an Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's hear that Pretty Little Girl song.
Yeah, it's called Pretty Girl.
Pretty Girl. We're going to do that.
/boy.
Yeah.